Hi, what's up? I'm Dallas with Groovebug. I'm here at Elephant and Castle in Chicago with Phife Dawg from the legendary Tribe Called Quest. Phife, appreciate you coming out, man.
No problem.
Very nice to meet you.
Yep.
So last night you did a show down at the Mid. You and Maceo. Just kind of talk about how did the show go? You know, what was the kind of the vibe you got from the crowd? Were they really into it?
Very energetic. You know what I mean? I don't recall ever doing a wax show in Chicago to begin with. But last night was definitely hectic as far as the energy. And I totally appreciate that because the more I get from them, the more I'm going to give to them, you know what I'm saying? So it was great. Okay. Dope.
Have you noticed kind of a difference in the crowd over the years, or is it kind of the same?
Well, some crowds are harder than others or tougher than others, but coming from New York City, if, you know, like Frank Sinatra said, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. That was my whole outlook all the time. Real recognize real, you know what I'm saying? If you garbage, they gonna let you know, and rightfully so. Nobody wants to get booed or disrespected while they're doing their best on that stage, you know what I mean? So you live and you learn, but for the most part, we always took pride in our stage show, our stage presence.
What do you try to bring to a live show that kind of sets you apart?
I try to have fun. I try to instigate as much as I can. You know, this side versus that side, things of that nature, just to get them involved, you know what I mean? But for the most part, I really and truly try to give them their money's worth every time out.
Tribe Called Quest has been in people's minds, been in people's memories for 20 years. And still knowing, seeing the passion that people have for your music and seeing how in demand you are, how does that kind of make you feel, in 2012?
Old. Nah, I'm grateful, man, because in a fickle business like hip-hop, you could be the #1 artist one Tuesday, and then 2 Tuesdays down the line, when so-and-so comes out, you're down here pretty much, or they're not really thinking about you. So it's a lot of pressure, you know what I mean? But it's just a matter of staying focused and doing you at the end of the day.
Okay. What do you think it is about maybe your music, or you even as an artist, that kind of gave you that longevity, that kind of has allowed you to kind of stay relevant for so long?
I think, I can't speak for other groups or whatever, but for a Tribe Called Quest, I think it was a matter of us just being ourselves. It could have went either way, but they've appreciated the fact that we were ourselves. With Tribe, we've always produced our own stuff, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 cuts from Scaff Anselm. But it was always Q-Tip and Ali, pretty much. It wasn't nothing we ever planned. We'll just go in the studio and whatever happened, happened. You know what I mean? It was a vibe. And then, Oh My God came out of it, and Check the Rhyme came out of it, and Bonita and Find a Way came out of it. You know what I mean?
And so we're talking, I'm sure you get asked a lot about, what do you feel like your place in hip-hop history is, a Tribe Called Quest place in hip-hop history is. What have you, and I guess Tribe, what did you all try to give to hip-hop, and what do you feel like you all have contributed to it rather than your place in it? What do you feel like?
What have we tried to give?
Yeah.
Realness, truth, fun, get back to the days where in hip-hop, everybody came together, they battled their way out of whatever situation, whether it was dance routines or whether it was line for line on the mic, you know what I mean? Because when you say battle to me, it's like, all is fair in love and war. It's like I'm talking about your moms, talking about your pops, you getting it. I wish it could go back to the days of, you could challenge somebody and it's not all crazy after the fact, you know what I mean? It's not like that no more.
Whose music are you really vibing with right now?
Man, I'm an old school dude, so I'm still listening to like Mobb Deep's infamous album In Hell on Earth, Nas's Illmatic, Stillmatic, Godson album, you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to Diggy Simmons being at, he's from where I'm from, Queens, and his father made me want to do this. Being that it's a new generation of hip hop as far as he goes, I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings to the table. I'm really excited about that. There's a lot of people out there who have a lot of potential, but my favorite right now, as far as newcomers, is Kendrick Lamar. Like he's over here with it. Like, oh, this dude is something else. So definitely looking forward to more stuff from him.
Okay. How are things moving with the album?
Yeah, Cheryl's big son, The Anomaly, coming real soon. We're in the mixing stages.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm almost pretty much done. So I'm looking at maybe fall, winter 2012.
Okay.
Smoking Needles is the label right now. We're
Okay.
still talking to different distributors, what have you. Once we get that down packed, then it's all systems go.
All right. What's kind of the inspiration behind the name?
You know, Cheryl's big son, that's my mom's name. Cheryl with a C. I dedicated the album to my mom when I was going through, you know, my health issues for the past maybe decade. She was like really superwoman at the end of the day. So I was like, yo, man, if it wasn't for her, I don't think I'd even be here wanting to do this anymore. So I named it Cheryl's big son, and then I added the Anomaly because my manager's sister labeled me that. She was like, you're an anomaly. Like, people don't really, they think they know you, but they really don't know you.
Yeah.
You bounce to the beat of your own drum. You never follow any rules. So the Anomaly, that's how that came about.
Okay. For somebody who may not, you know, listen to hip hop, what should they expect from the album?
Oh man, a variation of songs, a variation of moods. You know, you have like thought-provoking songs, and you have party records on there. You have records on there that, you know, you wouldn't even realize that you were cleaning your house for the past hour. I'm basically telling my story from a health standpoint. You know, I have songs dealing with that because I feel like if I can help one person or a million people, if this is the conduit to do it, why not? Every day is not just rose petals, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if we could show that one way or the other, then I'm down like 4 flats.
To kind of move towards the future and talk about that, you got a lot of plans. You know, you seem like you staying real busy, shows. What do you see yourself in, you know, in like 5 years? Do you still want to do shows, or do you want to kind of transition to a different?
Yeah, I do want to transition to something different. I want to be a sports broadcaster. I really do. That's been my dream since I was like 5 years old. I played basketball, but if I didn't grow tall enough, which I knew I wouldn't, then I could at least speak about the game with the same passion of playing it. Okay. I don't care if I have to start off sideline reporting high school basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, basketball is basketball.
Well, you talk about sports with a lot of the same passion. You talk about your music. What is it about sport and about basketball?
I have more passion with sports than music, actually. I mean, they both enter my life simultaneously, but when you're in music like I am, Tribe, all of that, you know how they say the grass is always greener on the other side of town, you know what I mean? That's how I view music, and that's how I view it, sports.
Outside, I guess, the business and the music and everything, what kind of what plans or what kind of things do you want to accomplish personally?
The one thing that I like, well, I want to start my foundation. Fight for Life is what I'm going to call it. Working hand in hand with JDRF, Juvenile Diabetes Research Fund. You know what I mean? I'm obviously diabetic, as everybody knows, and I've been through hell and back when it comes to diabetes, but the fact that I'm here makes me feel like I gotta touch somebody else. I gotta help somebody else. There's so many people that have been dealt this horrible disease that it's only right that we reach out and help. That's definitely a few things I want to accomplish before it's all said and done.
All right, cool. So yeah, once again, it's Groovebug, Phife Dawg, Tribe Called Quest. Appreciate you.
No doubt,
Definitely
no doubt.
Looking forward to the album.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll look out for more content.